Hey guys, it's Pardo here. We're now a few weeks into Ark Raiders and I am absolutely loving this game. However, there is a lot to learn, so I thought I'd share my top 10 tips for beginners. Let's go. Number 1. Mentally, try to get rid of gear fear. You will lose loot. Whether it's killed by Ark or players, it is part and parcel of the game. If you're ultimately worried about taking weapons and losing them, then run with a free loadout. But be prepared to have the rubbish weapons and no safe pocket. What I would do is just use a very low level loadout. So take one of the Mark 1 Augments and then take some of the basic weapons with you, such as the Ferro and the Kettle. The basic weapons, such as the ones I've just mentioned, are very cheap to upgrade to level 4, so you can just build those and take them with you, and they're not horrendous, to be fair. Tip 2. You can swap free loadout augments for a Mark 1 augment with the Trader Clinic. After a few successful runs, you can get a few of them, which means you can then have a safe pocket, which is great. Which leads me nicely onto tip 3. Use your safe pocket. Now the safe pocket means that if you are killed, anything that is in that safe pocket is safe and you will return to Speranza with it. So what I tend to do when I'm looting, if I find something that's particularly valuable or something that I desperately want or need to keep, that goes straight into the safe pocket. That's literally its purpose. It doesn't matter if you extract with all of your gear, wicked, you've got everything. However, if you do get killed, only the item or items in your safe pocket or pockets, depending on the level of augment you're using, will come back to Speranza with you. Awesome stuff. Tip 4. At the start, loot everything. Open lockers, drawers, cupboards, etc. All of it earns you XP and you get loot. So you can sell whatever you want when you get back to Speranza. You can break items down and start building up your stash. Tip 5. Keep runs short to begin with. Get in, loot, get out. The less time you're on top side, the less likely you are to run into players, and the less likely you're to run into those players who are, well, let's face it, out for blood. And hopefully, there are less Ark to kill and avoid. Tip 6. Build the benches as soon as you can. Check to see what you need, track parts, and go and hunt them as soon as possible. You can craft some great stuff to help you early on, so prioritise these. I suggest concentrating on the refiner, the medical lab, and the gunsmith, particularly the gunsmith first, because you can craft your own weapons, as I mentioned in tip 1, where you can upgrade those basic weapons, so definitely do that first. Tip 7. If you're not great at PvP, like myself, then where possible, try to avoid players. Plan your routes, sneak around, and if you can get away to safety, then do so. Smoke grenades are great for providing cover here. Tip 8. If you get shot, prioritise health over shields. You will go down if your health runs out. You can go down with no health, but still have a shield, so always prioritise your health first. Bandage up, inject, do what you have to, always prioritise health, and then your shield after that. Tip 9. Don't be afraid to try solo. Solo seems way more relaxed than teams. But teams, for me, is way more fun, especially when you've got friends. Having a friend to pick you back up and take out the bigger Ark is such a lot of fun. But be prepared, duos and trios, which are the full squads, seem a lot more aggressive. So solos, everyone seems to be just getting on with their own stuff. You will always come across players that are out for blood. There's not much you can really do unless you can take them out. Tip 10. Raider hatch keys and exits are your friends. These will allow you to exit from maps without having to use an extract. Generally, they are safer and quieter, plus there's no wait in an extract. You can literally get there, put the key in, the hatch opens, you jump straight in. Once you can craft them, it's such a benefit. But be careful, the hatch will only stay open for about 15 seconds, so open it when your entire squad is nearby. You can't use hatch keys on night raids or electromagnetic storms, so just be aware of what you are selecting, where you're going for your mission and at what time. Bonus tip, sharing is caring. I mostly run in squads with a couple of friends, and we share loot where possible. We have a gentleman's agreement that whoever brings a key to unlock one of the security rooms, or any of the other locked rooms that require keys, whoever brings the key has first refusal on blueprints. You don't have to do that. That is completely up to yourselves. It's just something that we felt was necessary. You don't need it? Then ask if someone else in your squad wants it and needs it. I've had a lot of blueprints from the guys that I run with, because they've had it first and gone, yep, already got that. Do you want it? And so we just share it out amongst ourselves. We save items for one another and help each other out for upgrades and benches, blueprints, etc, etc. Sharing is caring, guys. And that's it, folks. They are my top tips for beginners for Ark Raiders. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this. Please consider liking and subscribing to the channel with all notifications turned on so you don't miss any of my content. Thanks very much, guys. And until next time, Pardo out.